Did y'all see Bam? I know this is not my Hoops channel. I know, but Bam was hooping. Bam put up 83. Do you know what? I'm not even going to go off the script of what I wanted to talk about. It makes me chuckle. The amount of folks that were angry, was furious that Bam got this 83 points. And you know what upsets me the most? Would you sub yourself out? Would you stop yourself? You got, what is it? You have 43 in the first half. You have more points than any human on earth has had your first half. You gonna stop it there after beating LeBron? You almost there. And you know what? You only feel hotter. You feel like you could cook some more. You gonna stop yourself? You say, hey, coach, we're already up by 20. Let me just call it a day. Or will you hoop? Will you show them what's what? Because we need to sit back and really talk about this. Because for you to score 40 points in the NBA as a superstar is a lot. And it's even more when you are not even a scorer. Bam Adebayo is Draymond Green's evolution. That's it. That is it. He's here to play defense, grab some rebounds, and get a couple big body layup. Oh, you missed. Oh, let me put that back. Do you know what his career high was before this night? 41 points. 41. And he got 43 and a half. You said, hold on, that's all you need. You don't need no more. I need it all. I want it all. Do you? Because of keep in mind when this was going on, I was watching the Spurs versus the Celtics. Spurs versus Celtics, potential finals matchup. Fantastic hoop. Wemby was hooping. Brown got ejected. It was hectic. It was pandemonium. There was still a lot of hoops. There's great hoops going on. And do you know what needs to happen for you to be able to have a historic night in the NBA? Number one, you have to play against a team that is so booty buns cheeks. You got to play a team that is so invested in losing that they're going to sit 2 of the top 20 players in the NBA. You have to be able to be so hot that everybody in your team says, you know what? This is your night. I know I have averages, but go ahead and shoot. Go ahead and hoop. You have to be so great that your coach says, you know what? We have a chance to change history. Go hoop. You have to have a coach that is so unselfish. You have to go out your way to force yourself to get that much buckets, because folks are sitting here and trying to act like anybody can do it. Oh, well, if Donovan Mitchell really wanted to hoop, he could have went and got he could have got 83. Donovan Mitchell tried and he got 71. Stop it. Luka tried and he got 70. LeBron tried and he 59, I think. I think that's LeBron's career high. What's Steph's career high? I think Steph's is 58, 59, something like that. But beyond the point, Kevin Durant don't got a 70-point game. Do you know how many humans got a 70-point game? Not too many. And you know what Bam did? He said, no. I'm going to be here and I'm going to prove a point. And guess what? Even when they were talking about, even when Bam was talking about getting to be able to surpass Kobe, he was like, you know what? I was just hooping. I wasn't even forced. He wasn't even forcing it. Everybody else was forcing it. And then they trying to say this is an unethical 83 piece. I have never heard somebody say an unethical set. We talk about ethics, and he just scored more points than a whole NBA team. What are we talking about? There are some teams that didn't score 83 that night. What are we doing? What are we happening? And you talk about ethics? Because of he was shooting some free throws? Why are they following him? Do you know how bad a team has to be? Let's talk about the Wizards real quick. The Wizards are not only bad, they were so dog water that the players... let me not even talk about the players. Let me not even talk about the players. The coach had the gall to say this was not real basketball. So you didn't think it was real basketball when he had 40 on your head by halftime? You didn't think it was real hoops when he had 70 points going into the fourth? You didn't think, you know what, let me try and do something to stop this man from scoring every single bucket. You ain't tell your team, hey, can we just not foul him for once? They sent him to the free throw line 43 times. It was like 46. It was insanity. And one of my favorite parts, want to know what my favorite parts is? While I was watching the Spurs game, my phone was lighting up. Motherfuckers I have not talked to since I was a freshman in college was texting me talking about, hey, yo, man, I know we ain't talking in a while, but Bam got 70. Bam got 70. Bam got Hutama Watan. Rashad McCann said if he had the opportunities, he could have went and got Bam's. I almost said Bam's 80. Nah. Rashad McCann said that if he had the chance, if he had the opportunity, he would have went and got Bam's 81 if his coach left him in. And then they say, all right, y'all, let's end this. Let's wrap this episode up. Try to laugh him off like a joke. But you know what I want to tell you? The NBA is built on circumstances and potential and opportunity. Victor Wembanyama had 25 points in like 8 minutes. And do you know what happened? They sat him down multiple times in that game. He ended the game with like 40 points in like 26-ish minutes, right? Now I got one more thing I want to say about that. If folks were serious about their hoops, if they truly wanted to put up some buckets, they would stop robbing these players of opportunities to be historic. Because guess what? You only get one shot. You only have one shot to push yourselves to the heights of getting 75 points plus. If you are not Wilt, you are not built like that. I swear to you. I promise you. If you are not Wilt Chamberlain in them paints, if you're not Wilt Chamberlain with the ball in your hand, you will never get that chance. Wilt's the only guy that got multiple 70-point games. Name another guy. I'll wait. Jordan got 69. That's his max. That's the quote-unquote greatest score of all time. Maxed out at 69 points. So yeah, that's what I gotta say about that. But let's move on. Let's move on. It always frustrated me, right, when coaches would go out their way to stifle greatness, right? I was saying this earlier. Because of not only do you only get so many chances to be able to like hit that greatness point, right? But you only got so many chances to change your legacy in the eyes of everyone. And you know what Bam just did? He has now cemented himself in the mountains of all time. He will not be forgotten. Bam Adebayo will not be forgotten. Melo will be forgotten before Bam Adebayo. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. Is this not crazy? Are we not wilding? Like, oh, wow. And the first person that comes to mind that be stifling greatness, Steve Kerr. You be. Oh, we need to blow more teams out, because if you're going to trot out there some bumblebees, folks, you gotta get whooped on. I'm sorry, just get that belt. You gotta get that belt. But what else did I want to say about this game? Was it ethical? Maybe not. I will be honest. Let me be honest. That last 10 points was crazy. Never in my life have I seen 10 points be given in such a ridiculous fashion. But you know what? I can't even blame him. It went like, what was it? Free throw, missed jumper, free throw. Half court jump, half court shot, missed shot, free throw, free throw, free throw, all the way to beating Kobe. Is that a lot? Maybe a little bit. I get it. It is a lot. It definitely is a lot. But I think there's a lot of things that need to happen before you get to the position of fumbling the ball that hard. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. And even when you look down at when you go down the greatest peaks or the greatest offensive outputs in a singular game, you'll see that they're putting belts on some pretty bad teams, on some pretty terrible teams. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of non-playoff, a lot of teams. So let me go through the different things that need to happen for you to be able to even like sniff a 70 points, a 65-point game, right? Number one, you have to be the singular scoring force on your team to begin with. That's one. Two, the team that you're going to be playing against got to be so garbanzo beans that they are not able to stop one guy, one offensive engine. Trash, right? And alongside that, you have to keep the game close enough for you not to be sitting. That's another really big part of it. Because usually when a team gets out ahead by like 30, 40, whatever it is, they tend to go and say, hey, man, you did enough. Mercy, right? Come sit right down next to me, Steve Kerr. And guess what? That will cut into the amount of time that you get to even play. You might end up missing out a whole quarter, i.e. Wembanyama. Wemby could have had the most points in a singular game. We'll talk about it a whole nother time. Eddie, soldier. You get to hoop him. And then for last but not least, when the game gets out of hand and is getting closer to the end, you have to, and I'm telling you, you will have to stay in. You'll have to stay in. And not even to mention, you got to be ready for some really, really bad hoops. You just do. That's just part of it. That's just part of it. Because it gets to the point where your teammates are forcing you the ball. It gets to the point where your coaches are calling things for you to continue to get the ball. You will get to the point where you will get triple team a la Bam. And guess what you got to do? You got to keep that ball to yourself. You got to beat all three and then shoot that mug to get that last bucket. One more thing before I get off of Bam Adebayo. He makes being a Nigerian so unattainable. I know there was a lot of Nigerian parents. I know there's a lot of Nigerian parents that was looking at him and looking at me, like looking at your kid and just like, why can you not be great? Do you not have talents? Do you not have the same 24 hours that they do? Do you not have the same Nigerian blood that they also have? Parents, can we be honest? The Nigerian blood that you gave is not the same as the Nigerian blood that they're getting from their own Nigerian parents. I'm sorry. You said that you were the first. You said that you were the first in your class. All Nigerian parents say that you're the first in their own class. So who was really the first in your own class? That's all I'm going to say about that. Goodbye.